I've collected 25 of the best hacks for the Oculus Quest 2, and I bet at least 5 you never heard of, especially the last ones. Let's start with number 25. If you want to go to pass-through mode, you can double tap right here on the side to quickly switch between pass-through mode and normal virtual mode, virtual reality, whatever. Now this one's actually a really cool hack you can do to enhance your experience or the quality on the Oculus Quest 2. Download SideQuest, go to the settings, and you can actually bump up the resolution to like 4K basically. And there's also some other stuff you can do on SideQuest, so make sure you go check that out over here. You can buy a controller grip that has a strap that goes over your hand, so you don't have to grip onto anything, but it just holds it by itself. And a company called Kiwi has a strap that you guys can go check out. Make sure to go check all the links I'm talking about in the description. Or if you want to do this DIY by yourself, just like this, like I have right here, you can wrap the strap around the controller so you can hold your controller just like that. See, I'm not holding onto it. There's also a way to put a rubber band right here on the side so you have a little bit more extra space if you have a bigger hand. Did you guys know that there's a way to put the FPS counter on your Oculus Quest 2? You have to download the Oculus Developer Hub, go connect your Oculus device, and then go over to OVR metrics. Enable this, and then you'll have like this little overlay of basically an FPS counter. It's kind of like a task manager. Number 20, if you guys are using headphones with a removable jack like this, I recommend buying a short audio jack that can connect directly from your Quest 2 like this to your headphones without like any extra cable like this, because this can actually risk you like maybe hitting it and then ripping your whole headset off and, you know, just causing problems. It's just a cool little hack you can do. A lot of people know this great tip, and a lot of people don't know this one. This goes for any VR you're using, not just the Oculus Quest, but any of them. I recommend using a mat to go under your feet so you can know exactly where you are in your room. If you guys have a carpet, I also recommend putting this on top of the carpet, so like a double mat, if you know what I mean. And hopefully of different materials so you can understand where you're standing, if you're standing in the center of your play area or if you're stepping outside of it. Another thing that will help you also with motion sickness is getting a fan. Your body feeling air coming at you on one direction will help with motion sickness, and will also help you understand which direction you're facing. If this is good enough, if this hack actually works for you guys and you don't need the Guardian anymore, there's actually a way you can take off the Guardian. It's on the Oculus Developer Hub. You can still do this. Go over and disable it. Or an easier way is to have your account where this thing is connected to developer mode, and then once you have that, you can go into the Oculus device itself and then disable it from there. This is a good tip for PC users in general, and if you also play PC VR. Something I done is I actually got my whole computer and I flipped it around so I have all the cables connecting right in front of me, instead of going, you know, all the way from behind and having to like go under my desk and try to connect everything. I just flip my whole computer around. It makes it a lot easier. I have everything accessible right here. Right behind this curtain, I have all my cables right here, so it makes it a lot easier for me just to connect and disconnect whatever I have to. If you want to measure your IPD, make sure to go check out the link in the description. Number 15, I'm gonna let my YouTuber friend Fluffy Says say this one.
What's up, Diamond viewers? I'm Fluffy Says. Hopefully you've been enjoying the video. I do other VR content like Diamond, the man, the myth, the legend. Makes great content. You should definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and probably ding that notification bell, and maybe hit the like button on this video if you're enjoying. Just saying. With that being said, my biggest tip, the one thing that I have gotten the most out of my Quest 2 is the fact that I originally had a Quest 1, and the best thing about having a Quest 2 and a Quest 1 is you can actually play games together. So if you have like a family member or a friend, you can play games together as long as the game has a shared lobby system. So you don't even need to make a new account. As long as the game has a lobby system, you don't actually have to invite anybody, but you can invite the lobby, and then your player can join the lobby. That way you can play both with you and your Quest 1, and they both work as long as it's a lobby thing. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you around.
This tip is actually really obvious, but it's really effective too. If you want Quest 2 to look more clear, then you guys should try out getting a microfiber cloth. All right, and just cleaning your lenses. That's all you have to do. Just take it and just clean it, because you'll see that actually makes a big difference. Your Quest 2 lenses can get pretty dusty, so every once in a while, make sure you get something like this and just clean them, and it'll actually make it look a lot more clear, a lot more high quality, if that makes sense. I'm talking about being clean, especially in this situation, guys. I recommend you guys buying extra facial interfaces like this one I have. So if I want to show my friends the Oculus Quest 2, I just take this off and then I put it back on, and you can also wash this thing just to stay clean and safe. And going back to lenses, this is actually a pretty cool hack. If you guys measured your IPD in the link I showed you down below in the description, and if your IPD is right in the in-between, There's actually a way, if you just move it carefully, you can have your lenses in the in-between, between the numbers 2 and 3 or 1 and 2. Okay, before we get to the top 10, make sure you guys like this video if this is helping you out. It really helped me out. And also help me out by subscribing. Help me reach 15,000 subscribers, boys. Come on, look, we just got 10,000 recently. Let's try to get 15,000. Okay, so for number 10, if you want to play in the dark, I recommend you guys buying infrared lights. I got this in from Virtual Reality Oasis. He recommends, if you want to play in the dark for whatever reason, buying a infrared light. So yeah, I guess go try that out if you're into that. Number 9 is really generic, but it's really true though. I would invest in trying to buy some accessories that will really help you out. So for example, this accessory right here, it really makes the Quest 2 a lot more comfortable. It's only 20 bucks, and it makes the whole back side of my head a lot more comfortable, because I know that the stock strap can get really uncomfortable and can kind of hurt a little bit. And also another example are some clip-on headphones. I don't have them on right now, but these really help every time I go into VR. It makes the sound a lot better. I made a whole video about cool accessories you should buy. Really cool video, go check it out. Obviously it's cool because it's my video. Which brings me to number 8. If you have glasses, I definitely recommend you guys buying prescriptive lenses for the Oculus Quest 2, because look at this. They just, heard that? Just snapped on. Look at that. And they're really comfortable. Your glasses can risk scratching the lenses, which can just mess up everything. You don't want that to happen. Make sure you buy some of these. Really cool. Number 7 is a reminder, but it's also a hack for people who didn't know this. If you press and hold the Oculus button, it resets your view to be centered, to, you know, everything be centered aligned. And also number 6, a little cool trick you can do with your right controller. If you press and hold the Oculus button and then press the trigger button like that, it takes a screenshot. Number 6, this is probably one of the best things. I know it's not really of a hack, but you gotta hear this out. If you guys want to play PC games like Half-Life Alyx, Boneworks, stuff that you can't play in the Oculus Quest, yes, you can go through Link with a cable, and I do have some cables I recommend down below in the description. But I think what's even better than this is to play wirelessly through Virtual Desktop. I made a whole video on this that you guys can check out over here. Sorry, there's so much self-promotion. It's just a really cool thing. You guys gotta check that out. Okay, so for number 4. Just stick around for the last 3, you're gonna like them. But let's just get over with number 4 for you content creators. You can use blue tack right where the proximity sensor is to keep recording. So in case you want some like nice B-roll shots of just doing like this, but you also wanted to keep recording at the same time, you just put some blue tack and there you go. Also, another great accessory for content creators is this beautiful wireless microphone, which actually I'm using right now. If you like the sound of this, I highly recommend you guys checking it out. Number 3, this one's a really cool one. You guys can have a magnetic charger, so you can quickly detach and attach your charger to charge your Oculus Quest 2. And this also goes for your controllers. Now, this is another great hack you can do if you don't want to buy something like this, which can, by the way, this product can magnetically hold your battery bank just like this, as you can see, while it's making your Quest 2 more comfortable. But if you don't want to spend $20 on that, or there's a way you can use rubber bands to hold this up, I recommend trying it out. You get extra playtime on this. If the rubber bands doesn't work because maybe the size of your power bank is like weird or whatever, you can always just put this in your pocket. Have a cable running right here, like on your left pocket. Have it run through right here, you know, preferably on the back so you don't tear everything down, and that will give you extra playtime. Now, as we make it to the last and final tip, this video that you see right here on screen, make sure you click on it because it's really similar to this one. If you haven't checked it out, you want to do it. If you made it, especially if you made it this far. The last tip is to have a water bottle nearby because you can get really thirsty. I ran out of ideas.